So we have international relations as a subject and also as a actual phenomenon of relations between or amongst nations. So when we say IR and I is capital and R is capital, so we mean the subject. And when I and R are small, so then that is the actual relations. So we have to make it very clear in the beginning that IR is the study of IR. International relations is the study of international relations. So when we write with capital IR, so that is the subject. And when we write small letters, so it means the actual relations between or amongst the nations. So you have to understand the difference between capital IR and small IR. Please make a comment that I understand the difference between capital IR and small IR. Capital IR is the subject and small IR is the actual relationships between or amongst nations. I say between because it can be bilateral between two countries like Pakistan and India, Pakistan and China, or it can be amongst nations, multilateral. For example, United Nations, we can say the relations of Pakistan, China and Iran, the relations of USA, India and Japan. Because in the world you see there are divisions of the relations. Some countries, they belong to one bloc, another bloc. For example, USA, Japan, Australia, India. So they have one relationship. Sometimes Pakistan is included in this bloc, sometimes Pakistan is not included. While Russia, Iran, China, this is another kind of relationship. So we can say the relations between the countries, or we can say relations amongst the countries. Now, according to the theory of realism, international relations is only the study of states, the relationship of states, because realism gives so much importance to state. State is the most important unit of international relations. While in liberalism and idealism and other theories of international relations, international organizations and international other non-state actors are also become important in the study of international relations. So we can have a comprehensive definition of international relations, that it is the study of relations amongst states, international organizations and non-state actors. So it is a comprehensive definition in which we include states, international organizations and non-state actors. In international organizations we have political international organizations and we have international government organizations and non-government organizations. We have GOs, government organizations, IGO, international government organizations, and NGO, non-governmental organizations. And when it becomes international, so we say INGO, international non-governmental organizations. Non-state actors which are transnational. Transnational means that it is beyond the border of nations. For example, terrorists may be in Afghanistan, maybe in Pakistan. Maybe the same terrorists are sometime in Pakistan, sometime in Afghanistan. But they are non-state actors. They do not have a state. This is now another phenomenon that Afghanistan is now ruled by the Taliban, who were declared as a terrorist by the world. So now they have a country under their control. Hamas is also discussed as a terrorist organization, but they have government in Gaza Strip. So sometimes this becomes blurred. We are not clear that what is state and non-state. For some people they are terrorists, and for other people they are freedom fighters. Like Kashmiri fighters, they are terrorists for India, but they are freedom fighters for Pakistan. Some of the Baluch elements in Pakistan, they are terrorists for Pakistan, but they are freedom fighters for maybe for India or for some other countries. So this understanding, academic understanding, is highly essential. The scope of international relations is limited. Whatever is happening between or amongst states, international organizations, and even MNCs, multinational companies, multinational corporations like McDonald's and Burger King, and today in Pakistan people, they want to boycott McDonald's. So McDonald's is not an NGO. It is not a non-governmental organization. It is not an IGO, international government organization. It is a MNC, multinational corporation. So MNC also sometimes comes under the scope of international relations. Now we see that in the past there were empires, there were kingdoms like Roman Empire, Greek Empire, Alexander the Great, Persian Empire, Umayyad Empire, Abbasid Empire, Mughal Empire. So there were a lot of empires and kingdoms in the world. Caliphate, Khilafat, there were different caliphates in the world. So at that time, this would be based either on religion, like Muslims, they would belong to one caliphate, and Christians will belong to another kingdom or another empire, like Byzantine Empire and Orthodox empires, and there were different empires. Or it was on international powers. Like there was a time that Great Britain, UK today, Great Britain, the sun would not set in the empire of Great Britain, because they had empires from the east, from New Zealand and Australia, to the west, to the West Indies, and some parts of Europe and Asia and Africa, from Zambia to Kenya to Nigeria, to some of the Arab countries. Even Palestine was a part of the British mandate. So British Empire was such a huge empire. Today's India and Pakistan were also part of the British Empire. There was a time. But this thing then, after the Treaty of Westphalia, then nation states started to come into being. And nation states were from Caliphate, for example, from Khilafat or Caliphate, we can use Khilafat, 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 and you can use English word Caliphate, Calipate. So from Caliphate it became Sultanate. The Sultan was an independent ruler. He will be not obeying the Khalifa, the Caliph. So similarly, nations, they started evolving, and then we had Germany and French and USA and Canada and India and many nations. There are 20 Arab nation states, and in Africa there were nation states, Egypt and Libya and Morocco. So all these became nations, empires and kingdoms. There are some kingdoms in the world, but these are symbolic. Like UK, United Kingdom, the name is kingdom, but there are no powers with the king or with the queen. So this way the nation states evolved. Pakistan is also a nation state because Pakistan came into being as a result of the two-nation theory. that whatever Pakistan is today, it is a separate nation. That's why Pakistan is a nation state. It is not part of the Ummah, or all the Muslims are not part of Pakistan. Otherwise, every Muslim should be belonging to one state. But we have 54 Muslim states, members of OIC. So this way, nation states evolved. So please make a comment that international relations is the study amongst states, non-state actors, and international organizations. So I gave you a rundown of the definition of international relations, the scope of international relations, and the evolution of the nation states. I have given you excellent notes. Please read those notes, and this is the first part of the IER syllabus, and definitely one question comes from this part. So make a comment, define international relations, and if you have any question, you can ask a question and share with me what do you think about international relations, about the evolution of nation states. Do you have any idea that what is international relations? If you want to practice some writing, so I can check it. Otherwise, I gave you a rundown introduction to the topic. Now immediately after this lecture, read today's notes. Read today's notes, understand it, see how it has been written, and then go to SAFE 2, write a blog on introduction to IR, evolution of nation state, and deliver a lecture on this. So you will make it very, very strong. So I don't think that you will be able to write something now. So please read the notes and then write it in SAFE 2, speak on this topic, and then take me for evaluation. Let us start international relation topic by topic so that we can cover it. I spoke on Israel and Palestine conflict in the essay class. I spoke in the essay class. Please listen to that class again.